But you completed it.
Yeah, when a game's good, I want to complete as much of it as it allows me to. When I actually enjoy playing it, then it's like, why not? I'm not just trying to whiz through it to get to the end. I could end the game right now and probably do very poorly. There's pretty much the Omega 4 relay is a point that I can access on my map. And that would take me pretty much right to the end battle, but if you do that and you don't like have your complete squad, or you don't have like their loyalty missions finished or whatever, then you're pretty much just walking into like suicide mode. You're pretty much just saying like, well,
fuck it.
end the game, but you're gonna do terribly and you're gonna have a really shitty outcome. And if you're carrying over your save into the third game, then it's like, okay, well, fuck. You know, not every character is gonna be there that could be. Alright, let's see.
Shepherd.
Shepherd. Alright, mass relay. Excuse me.
Beautiful.
That's what I do. Oh no! Stop, Joker! Where are we going?
No! Don't drive into the sun!
It's funny how it lets you do that. I don't understand.
Crispy.
Alright.
Fuel the probes.
I think I can increase my probe capacity at some point. I just don't know.
Eventually.
Alright, so I can't see. Okay, 0% there. Firewalker. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do those ones because I know that those are like the DLC ones. Recruit the convict. I want Mark to be there when I do that because that's cool stuff. Geth. Recover research data, artifact collection. Yeah, why not? See what this does. Charizard is QT. It's too big. Such a thing as too big.
Too big.
There has to be some level of practicality.
Hella.
Launching probe.
Barbaroo says, Adam, do you like dildos up your ass? If you have to ask, then either you're not being serious or you haven't been on the stream before. Because the answer is a resounding yes.
Yes.
Probe away.
What is that smiley face from? Is that
Strong
one?
Bad, maybe. Is that the character?
It's not Coach Z.
No, it's
I was gonna say that it's
Felix,
no,
what
never
is
mind.
that emoticon?
I thought there was some graffiti thing that was, but I don't.
It reminds
think
me
it
of the.
Probe away.
So how tall is a Charizard supposed to be? What, like 15 feet at least?
Charizard? Yeah.
Probe away.
Quick, Google it.
You can check, yeah, the Pokedex has this information. Which is funny because the show blatantly contradicts the information in the Pokedex all the time. Like, there's some Pokemon that are not accurately represented based on how the game says they should be represented.
It says the Charizard is 5'7".
Oh, fuck. Okay, I'd do it. How tall is a Charmeleon then?
Hold on, I gotta go back.
How tall is a Charmeleon is a good question.
Can you fuck it?
Let's play Would You Fuck This Pokemon?
It's 3'7".
Sorry?
3'7".
Ugh! Suddenly Charmeleon got a lot less attractive.
He's a
I
little
discriminate.
baby.
That's shorter than Mark.
And Mark's pretty short. How did Mark die? Anita got to him.
Yeah, he got cucked to death.
Cut to death.
Probe away.
Mark's still here. He's just a woman now.
Hello.
I mean, she. Fuck.
Get,
These
get
pronouns.
my goddamn
I'm
pronouns
I'm
right.
a transphobe. Help.
Pronouns.
Anita, help.
Help me, Anita.
I imagine her like wearing just some like superhero cape, just ready to burst through people's doors
Launching probe.
to save.
No,
all the women.
remember I said last night she'd show up in her plaid and rip her sleeves off, showing like how fucking ripped she is, and she'd punch
That'd
you
be
right
so
in the
funny.
stomach. Taking down the patriarchy, one man at a time.
Okay, so I guess then my answer would be if it was based on the show and how the show represented them, then Charmeleon would be my would bang. But if we're not basing it off the show and we're basing it on how the Pokedex says they are, then I would have to change my answer to Charizard.
Launching probe.
3'7" is too short.
Well, no, I just like it.
I wouldn't be able to be tossed around.
11, but
Sorry?
it said Charmeleon, height and feet 3'7". More
Yeah.
about Charmeleon. Yeah.
I just wouldn't. I wouldn't want to do something that short, especially.
You have
If
to
I
be
mess
able
up,
to. You
right?
can't be the big spoon to it. You need a big spoon Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, gonna get some more. Oh fuck! Look at all these things.
Adam
Schwarzschild. I'm gonna get some. Some
That's where all the babies
dank
go.
resources.
Babies.
Oh my god. I'm gonna scan for babies. Isn't fucking a Charizard bestiality? I don't think so.
I
if
think
if
they're
you
pretty,
like,
aware.
yeah, I mean that would be like saying fucking a mute person, or like somebody who uses sign language or speaks a different language, or somebody from an undiscovered native tribe is bestiality. Just because you can't, like, there's literally an entire episode of Pokemon where the Pokemon are talking to each other, saying their names over and over again, but it uses subtitles. So, like, they're clearly communicating with each other using an equivalency of human language, even if humans don't understand it. Meowth can speak English. You know, he taught him, like, there's Pokemon that can speak English.
just
So
don't
my
bother
answer
to
would be
learn
no, it's not bestiality, because they can clearly communicate, talk, consent, etc.
But
Like
they
have,
understand English.
yeah. I mean,
Launching probe.
But they understand
they're not dogs.
daggies. You wouldn't fuck a daggy. You gotta fuck a Pokemon.
Yeah, some Pokemon are more smart than humans.
Probe launched.
I didn't know I sounded like Tiny Tina. Never played.
I don't even know who that is.
It's from, I think it's from Borderlands.
Oh yeah, that was funny. She was a good character. She was entertaining.
Played it.
Except she talked
Probe launched.
like urban
Urban.
in a way. I think people got offended.
Probe away.
Yeah, I think I have logic on my side here.
With your Pokemon.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I agree.
think-
They are non-human persons.
yeah, very clearly have the mental capacity to be able to make those decisions and have it not be rape.
If you
Even
say,
if you can control them and capture them in a ball and order them around to fight things, I guess.
oh,
Launching probe.
that's a whole different relationship.
Well, yeah, I know, but I don't
So
know.
if you say
it's a
their
hypothetical universe anyway.
If you say their name, are you technically speaking Pokemon? If you say their name repetitively,
They would probably be offended.
it's like talking to your
They're
cats.
like, ugh, humans.
Don't bother to learn our language. Dirty two-legged humans.
How hateful.
Can you not?
Probe away.
Getting all the dank resources. I don't know anything about Ashley Birch other than her involvement on things that I don't like.
Ashley bitch, you mean?
Oh,
Ugh.
bazinga.
High fives for me.
You did it.
I did it. I did the joke. I did it. I can do it too, boys. I can do jokes
Proud
too.
of you. Great moves. Keep it up.
Launching probe.
Thanks, Michelle Obama.
Would you like Hitmonchan's fist inside your asshole? Well, I mean, it seems to me that the way he's designed that his boxing glove is like a part of his body or something. So
Is it
probably
also leathery?
not. I don't know what's underneath that boxing glove.
Probe launched.
And plus, I mean,
Baby hands.
I wouldn't consider Hitmonchan to be on my list of things that I would want to fuck regardless. He just looks like a person.
Launching probe.
He just looks like a regular human being with a weird face. He looks like Brock.
Probe
Oh
launched.
my
He's,
god.
he's like a
Brock's
retarded version
baby.
of Brock. Game theory.
Brock.
Is Hitmonchan
fucked
actually
Geodude.
Brock?
Brock fucked Geodude and out came Hitmonchan.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Adam, stop scanning. You have enough resources.
Fuck you. We'll have enough resources when I say we do. You can't tell me what to do.
You're not my mom.
Game theory. Is Adam's Twitch chat actually his mom?
That's the theory.
Let's look at the facts.
1. They constantly berate him. 2. They are constantly asking him questions about his personal life. Does he have a boyfriend? When is he getting married? When are the grandchildren showing up? 3.
They do say that they are his mom. Perhaps the most damning fact. Oh, yes, Element Zero.
Yes!
Damning fact of all. I was looking for some fucking Element Zero. I will never have enough.
Probe launched.
Yeah. Sucks being a
Probe away.
like a sub that is like 6'2". I like being tall and all, but
Probe launched.
you know, not gonna find that many guys that are much taller.
Probe away.
Why? Just chop off at the shin, Adam. You'll be fine.
Not a good idea.
Or just bring a stool with you and they can stand on the stool.
That's nope.
Yeah. Yeah. It's perfect. It'll work. I promise.
Oh, need more probes.
Ah.
And then I'll do that Firewalker thing after this little cluster.
Probe.
Paparazzi. What is my favorite vape flavor? Menthol.
Beams.
I don't like. I used to vape as a maybe this will help me quit smoking thing,
I also did that.
and then I just started smoking again. Because
I also did that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's definitely the healthier alternative, right? Like it's definitely better than
Starting to debate
smoking,
that.
Probe.
but it does nothing to wane you off of nicotine dependency, which is the ideal goal, I guess.
Yeah.
So I still support
Probe
like
launched.
vape bros for life 420.
Vape
Probe
it.
away.
But yeah, it doesn't really
Probe launched.
help you quit.
Which,
But I'm happier with my friends that are vaping instead of smoking, actually. Like I think that's I don't really see as much harm in it. And all of the studies claiming otherwise are really fucking biased and leaning.
Probe away.
which Pokemon do you think has the biggest penis?
Pretty sure there's like a blue whale Pokemon somewhere in
There
Gen
is.
3 or something. I don't know. So off the top of my head, I would have to say that one, unless they run out of ideas even more and make like a omniscient god galaxy Pokemon or something. I don't know. I feel like they've already done everything.
Marry, fuck, kill Pokemon edition.
I don't know. All of them.
All of them.
Every combination. Oh wait, somebody's asking me if I had to fuck a Pokemon, which one would it be? Ditto. There we go. Easy.
squishy.
That's everybody's answer. It can transform into whatever you want.
Yoshikage would fuck Bisharp.
If your answer is not Ditto, then something's wrong. Unless you really want to bang Lucario or
Probe
something,
away.
which I know a lot of people do.
Gotta cuck 'em all.
That's my story.
Probe launched. Probe away.
Shameful Erections. That's the name
Volume
of my new
2.
band.
Somebody should release a mixtape called Shameful Erections by Death Grips.
Probe launched.
They'd be the first to do it.
They would.
It would be not surprising. Although it kind of would be, because everything else they've done has been like 100% more original than that too. Shameful Erections is almost like a meme.
Probe away.
Death Grips is like one of the most original bands I've ever seen in terms of the way they present and market themselves, their music, their album covers. It's very, very unique, and it's very them. Like, they don't need to rip anybody else
Elf
off.
elf.
I said elf. I was gonna say
Elf.
else off, and then I tried to say off instead, and
Elf.
then it didn't work out.
Alf. Good night, the cinematologist.
Yes, good night, the cinematologist.
Launching probe.
I can't tell if Louis C.K. has got the white guilt.
Probe away.
Oh, Jesus.
Probe launched.
Look at all this iridium.
Whoa!
Boy, 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 boy. Alright. I think we're done here. Oh, there we go.
Probe launched.
I'm not a rapper.
But I'm a
See-
truther.
Games like this that allow me to harvest resources are just... I always wind up doing it way further than anybody else would. Because I don't get bored doing it.
It's
I
just a
understand
nice
if like some of my
quiet
Twitch
project.
watchers might get bored. But, I mean, it's something that you have to do in the game, not to the extent that I do it, but...
Adam, what's your favorite Sparkle Horse album?
I don't know if I've listened to many albums as an entirety. I really like Good Morning Spider, but Sparkle Horse is a band that I really need to, I guess, collect more music from. I should see if that's on Spotify, because I just got Spotify and now I'm trying to figure out ways to use it. They don't have Dan Lissack versus Scroobius Pip's best album on it.
Don't you have to pay money to put your album on Spotify?
No, you get money from putting your album on
okay, so
Spotify.
you have to wait around.
Like, you make royalties, but you have to
Oh,
go
okay.
through some sort of a approval thing. I have music on Spotify.
What?
Yeah,
I didn't know you
I
made
haven't-
music.
Oh. You say as you're sitting next to my...
I just
Keyboard?
thought you were an avid hobbyist.
Oh, well, no, I make music, yeah. I
Sweet
haven't released
music.
anything in, like, 4 years or something now, but I'm trying to... I keep changing my plan of attack as to how I'm going to release more. Because I have a bunch of stuff that I could use to do home recordings, but now I'm at the point where I think that I would be better off finding an audio engineer and then just doing the whole thing at a professional studio. Which, it's gonna cost a lot of fucking money, but I really need
Super Dookies.
something
4
that I'm happy
years!
with.
Better drop that mixtape soon.
My music's too important for me to half-ass at this point, and that's part of the reason why I haven't released anything in so long, is because it's not, like, I'm not doing music full-time, and I need something that I can be happy with when I put it out.
Of course.
So now I'm looking into seeing if I can find an audio engineer that's actually legit and not just some random person that would
Not
like
just
to
some rich boy.
that would like to associate themselves with what I'm doing, you know. I would like to, you know, find someone that has some sort of a history.
Are you going to make another CBC Radio 2 interview?
No,
Whatever that is.
probably, I don't know, unless I get invited on. That was kind of like I don't know. I don't remember what I did to get that. I think they had some like featured artist slot thing. That was a long time ago. And also, I don't know. I don't like the corporate side of things because it like I was very heavily pushed into featuring a song from the album that I didn't actually want to feature. It wasn't representative of my content, and they were like, "Oh well." Like, because there were there was a song that I really wanted to feature in that interview. I think it was Foundation, because there's no swear words in it, and it was like, it's still representative of my content, it's still good, but most of the music I make is like kind of depressing. And so they were like in the email before I went to the interview, the scout or whoever she was like so heavily leaning like, oh, you should do this song instead because people aren't gonna want to hear that in the morning when they're driving to work. And so like I caved in because it was like, you know, I was young and also like, why the fuck not, whatever, you know. It's not like I'm paying them or anything, but yeah, I feel like I would have rather featured a song that was more representative of myself, because the one song that did get played is a happier song in like an ironically happy way, kind of, but it is like the most different sounding song on the album. And it's like, if I'm selling this is me and this is what I do and this is the type of shit that I make, then I'm not really doing a good job at doing that if I'm picking the most non-representative song on the entire album.
Probe launched. Something on our sensors.
Well, I'll go to that in a second. Fuck you.
Merrick has nightmares about memes. Very true. He yells out Pepe in the middle of the night. When will you make more on kindness?
I thought I was just answering that question.
I didn't know that. Is that what the band is called?
Yeah, that's my...
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sorry.
Launching probe.
You can see the interview on my Unkindness music channel,
Yes.
like on YouTube.
Yes. Up later. Okay, if you
But
had,
yeah, everything. Sorry.
Launching
I was gonna say if you had to fuck a Digimon.
The
got
blue
it.
one.
launched.
The blue one. There's a blue one that I don't remember the name to, that everybody who's a furry pretty much just wants to fuck anyway.
I don't know which one that is. Is Adam?
It's like
Jesus?
XVmon or something. I don't know what.
Okay.
I don't know what it's called.
The blue one. If Adam is Jesus, Mark must be Judas, and I am Mary Magdalene.
Vmon. I don't know.
Oh, maybe
The one
it's
who's
Vmon.
Nars drew like 30 times or something. The one
think it
who's
is.
Zen drew and Nars drew and like all these major furry artists decided to draw like 4 years ago or something.
Have you played BioShock?
Hi, black top hat guy. Yeah, I don't like BioShock. Oh yeah, I want to land here. I feel like the tension of the game is ruined by the fact that there are no consequences to anything that you do, and it's a very much monkey on a typewriter game where like you don't die, you just go back, and you can't even call it a checkpoint. Like, you can kind of call it a checkpoint. You go back, you get teleported back to a checkpoint, but it's when you go back to that point, everything that you had accomplished before you died is still something that was accomplished.
What?
So if there's 10 guys in a room, you go through a checkpoint, then there's a room with 10 guys. You kill 5 of them, but the rest kill you and you die, and then you go back to the checkpoint and there's only 5 guys in the room.
Oh.
Or you half kill a big boss, and then you go back to the checkpoint because it kills you, and then they're at half health instead of 100. And I feel like there's like literally no point to playing the game in a way that requires any skill or like effort, you know? I feel like it just ruins my any effort I would put into, you know, hiding behind cover or anything. I just get bored because I'm literally just jumping around shooting things and I don't care if I die. And then I just get bored because I'm not doing anything really.
You can turn that option off.
That doesn't matter.
The fact that it's a default matter.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like, you're supposed to play the game in the way that the developers are saying this is how the game is being played. I mean, you can customize things if you want an extra challenge or something, but I mean,
you shouldn't have to go out of your way to make the game better.
the default option should be not that, and then you should be able to customize it to do that. In my opinion, anyway. Cycle appearance, huh?
But that's just an opinion.
Yeah. A gay opinion.
A gay opinion.
No, whatever. Let's see.
And now the chat would like to tell you, you're wrong. Featuring the chat.
I don't know
Confirm
why
spot.
you're... Yeah, I'm not talking about whether or not it matters in the universe or the story. I'm talking about the gameplay and how that affects whether or not I would care about trying to play the game in any way that would require me to use any sort of skill or effort. Every time I play a game for the first time, I play it on normal, right? Even if normal mode is like super easy, I want to experience it in the way that the game developers wanted me to experience it. You know? Sorry? What are you doing? Fill this up? Yeah, sure. You know, the most I'll do to modify a game on my first playthrough is turn subtitles on. You know, I'm not gonna change the gameplay mode to a drastically different way of playing. I'm gonna use the default. The default should be, this is the product we are selling, and then any modification should be a modification to the product that we're selling. That's why I didn't turn off my map shit in Firewatch either, because I was like, well, it's not default. This is like, I want to experience it the way that the game developers are telling me is their product. You know, if one of the developers comes out and says, oh, the best way to play Firewatch is by disabling that feature, then I'm going to be like, well, why the fuck didn't you just have it default disabled?
Exactly.
Why are you like, why are you telling me that what you put on the game as a default
Was
isn't
not
the
your
way that it
best-
should be played?
Wasn't
That's
your best
also
representation.
yeah, apparently oh, what's that game called? Metro. One of the Metro games had DLC, and in the trailer for their DLC was a quote from somebody saying, "This is the way the game was meant to be played."
Then why?
But
did
yeah, it's like, but it's a DLC option, so it's like, it's the same logic. I just like, I don't get it.
Someone saying David Cage is a new game coming out?
Oh yeah,
What
it's
game?
called Detroit. I'm excited.
Go on. Is it empty and fair?
Fuck outta
You
here.
play as a homeless person in Detroit.
That'd be funny. David Cage has like bingo tropes. I want to play the David Cage bingo when his new game comes out.
Can we?
I really would like to.
We need to make a picture of that up and everyone can play along. David
Oh,
Cage.
There we go.
Mark should give Adam the new David Cage game for his birthday. But when does the game come out?
I don't see the point in anybody getting like mad at me for saying that like a modification to a game should be considered a modification to a game and not the game. That's all I was saying.
That's just my opinion. Okay. Oh, it's called
Like I didn't like the problem is that I didn't even know it was a feature that could be disabled. Right? So I played the game, got like halfway through it, didn't realize that there was something I could turn off because it was the default. And I figured that if they designed the game that way, that that's how it was supposed to be played. And now I just don't want to play it because I don't feel like I really got that much out of playing it in the first place. I don't feel like the experience that I could imagine myself getting from having disabled that feature would be worth touching it again, you know? I don't feel like I really got anything out of it.
Warning. Geth forces detected.
No, yeah, no. Hey, Jack the Stripper. What you're creating a straw man argument by saying that there should be no options. That's not what I'm saying. You're creating like a terrible, embarrassing straw man argument. Because I'm not saying, oh, they shouldn't give you the options to modify. What I'm, an equivalent, if we're gonna go along your line of reasoning and use game difficulty settings as an example, then I'll come up with something that would actually be a decent analogy. How about if a game's difficulty setting said normal, but it was actually the equivalency of like super easy baby mode? That's their fault for saying that the normal difficulty is normal. Normal implies that that's the way the game is meant to be played. Easy implies that there's a modification being made to make the normal playthrough of the game an easier playthrough. Hard implies that it's a harder version of the normal playthrough. The normal playthrough is the default. You know, so if let's say there's like 3 different difficulty settings, and the game developers just decided that if you choose normal, that it's actually like you have to be in the top 5 Call of Duty players of all time to even beat the game. That's their fault for saying that was normal difficulty. One should reasonably assume that playing the game in the default options would be the experience that they're trying to sell. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Acquired.
All right. You know, I'm really... Halo 5 was the first Halo game that I started off on Legendary mode because I thought that I was,
So good
well,
at the
A, I didn't
video
really
games.
care about it because it's Halo 5 and I wasn't really expecting anything out of the story. And B, I was compensating for the fact that I was playing with 4 people. And based on the other Halo games, I was like, you know, if you play on Legendary with 4 people, it's not really Legendary anymore. It becomes kind of like a normal mode because you got 4 people that you can respawn off of. And I didn't even finish Halo 5 because it was just so boring. I got like 2 levels in and just gave up, and I don't think I'm ever going to touch it again, the campaign, that is. But literally every other Halo game, even though I know that I can do it on Legendary and that I would like to do it at some point, every single one of them I start on normal because I'm like, I want to see what the default experience of the game is. What? I'm not docking them for catering to the masses. Most games don't do that. If that was catering to the masses by having your checkpoints be unaffected, like having everything that happens in your checkpoints literally be unaffected every time you die, that's not something that games do. BioShock is very specific when it comes to that. So to imply that they're catering to the masses by doing that doesn't make any sense. Because no games do that. It's just BioShock. There's very few games that do that.
Oh, BioShock.
And that's why I said I don't like BioShock. Because I wasn't aware that there was any other way that their game could be played. It is such a unique mechanic that is pretty particular to BioShock that I assumed that that's how their game functioned. I was not aware that it was an option you could turn off, because I couldn't ever imagine them implementing that feature in the first place if, you know, like it just wouldn't make sense for me, in my perspective, to have that as the default if you can just turn it off anyway. Like they're basically just saying the default experience for the game is easy, super baby mode, monkey on a typewriter. Literally monkey on a typewriter.
Even
if you can't,
a girl can play it.
yeah, if you can't like undo any progress you've made, then literally you could just be hitting random buttons forever and eventually you'll beat the game. That's what I don't like about it, and that's what they're saying is the default experience. That was when I put it in and just pressed play, started playing the game normally. That was it. With super easy baby mode that they were claiming was normal. I just, like, it doesn't make sense.
It does me.
So I apologize for not being aware of the modifications that I could have made to the default playthrough in order for it to seem like a normal game. So I apologize for not being aware of those. But I don't think I'm ever going to try playing those games again because they just weren't entertaining or fun to me. I don't know where I'm going to find these other artifacts. Maybe it's on my map. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think I have a map. Maybe I can actually use this as a ramp.
Do it! Do a flip!
Woo! Yeah, boy. Okay, I did it.
You did it, Adam! I'm so proud of you. Do it again! Do it again! Ha!
Well, no, I mean, Halo is also easy on like the normal playthrough for Halo. I told you guys, like, I've beaten almost every Halo game on Legendary. I prefer playing them on Legendary. The default experience of normal is way too easy for me. But it's not monkey on a typewriter. There's a difference between having like an easy normal difficulty and literally having a monkey on a typewriter game. I don't agree with being able to beat a game by having like I didn't get anything out of an experience of me not being able to fail in any way. You know, it's like Beyond Two Souls. When people criticize Beyond Two Souls, it's like, oh, you can't fail.
Please don't.
You know, you can't fuck up, no matter how bad you try. And yes, I guess there's an option in BioShock. I was not aware of this option.
No, Charles Manson.
People love BioShock, and so I think that's why everybody's getting really defensive, is because it's generally considered to be like an amazing game. I thought that the colors were really pretty in BioShock Infinite.
You did it.
But I just didn't, like, I didn't have fun playing the game. I didn't find the gameplay to be fun gameplay. Fun is very subjective. So there's no point getting upset at me for saying that I didn't have fun, that I didn't have the exact emotional response to an art form as you did. You know, I have a lot of fun playing The Witness. There are some people that say that's garbage and it's not fun, so I'm not gonna get pissy and just be like, oh, you should have fun playing this. That's such a stupid mindset. And I come across it all the time when I review movies that people like that I think weren't all that great. They're like, oh, you didn't have the same emotional response as I did. You know, like, doesn't matter. you can't control that shit. I did not have fun playing it, and I do not wish to play it again. Hey! There we go.
Ah, you're blowing things up now.
Yeah, blew it.
Do the ramp! Do the ramp!
Oh! Last one, nice.
Excuse me.
This is a weird DLC. Like,
Can you not
you're literally just like running around on this thing
doing the
and
thing?
then hovering over little checkpoints. Like, artifacts, okay,
I don't
whatever.
see them, but they're
I
there.
thought I already had 4 out of 5.
Oh, I guess not.
How come I have 4 out of 5 again? I thought I had 4 out of 5. Where the fuck am I going?
What the
I don't
fuck are
see
you
any more
doing?
that I could possibly. Oh, is that something? Oh, I see. Yeah, I see it. Oh, I can just look up and I can find them. Oh fuck. Okay, well, I bet I can clear this jump.
Ooh,
No, I pressed the wrong button.
careful there. What do you think of the new Spidey?
He looks stupid.
There we go. There's your answer.
But, I mean, I guess he's supposed to look like that, so...
Get forces detected.
There's
I don't know,
so
I've-
much politics when it comes to the costume design rules. Because it's not just one person. It's a designer and their interpretation, and then 10 producers' interpretations, and then one guy gets to veto things that the other guys don't get to veto, and then we have a costume.
All right, well, how about then, just to settle this or to compromise, I won't say I didn't like BioShock. I'll say I didn't like the default experience of BioShock that the developers were trying to sell me. And I have not played any variation of that experience. I haven't played the game that apparently you guys are saying is so much better than the game I played. I played BioShock, but I didn't play this version of BioShock that you guys said I would have enjoyed. So I can't speak as to whether or not that version would have been the amazing experience that you guys are claiming it is.
Jolly Charlie, I think the costume designer was different for Deadpool than the Civil War movie.
No, Greenadin, you're creating a straw man. When I say again, I know it wasn't you that did the first one. Sorry, I kind of interrupted you, didn't I?
God, Adam, I'm trying to talk about costumes. Most important thing.
I'm sorry.
in the world. The most important thing.
Yeah, it's very. You're not accurately representing what I'm saying. So to argue against positions that I don't have is kind of not productive at all.
What's the best score in a video game that you've heard, Adam?
So wait. Just I'm still on this because people are completely misrepresenting what I'm saying. So they're saying that it's my fault because I didn't change the difficulty, but I never said that
Commander,
what I didn't like about the game was the fact that normal was too easy. What I said is that what I didn't like about the game is that a core gameplay mechanic is the fact that you are unable to have any progression you've made be undone by the checkpoints. I was never aware at any point that there was an option. I was aware that there were different difficulty settings, right? And if it was just a matter of, oh, there's X amount of bullets going into X amount of characters and they aren't dying fast enough, then, or they're dying too fast and I don't feel like I'm being challenged because of that, then I would have just changed the difficulty. But as far as I understood, a core gameplay mechanic to BioShock is that you go back a checkpoint and everything's still the same way as it was as though you didn't die. There was no implication that I could turn that off, or, you know, I didn't want to fuck around in different, it just didn't make sense to me that that would have been a feature. You know, it didn't make sense to me that that would have been a feature that you could disable. And if it was as simple as like changing the difficulty, I could have just put it on like super hard mode and it would still be a monkey on a typewriter game, assuming that putting it on super hard mode doesn't automatically disable that feature. I literally had no idea that it was something that was apparently so unimportant to the gameplay that you could just get rid of. I thought that what the developers were selling me as their product was the product that I was supposed to be playing.
Touch his butt.
Commander.
Like, it's entirely different from difficulty.
Sorry, Walrus Knight
We'll talk
said the
later.
exact same time. Touch
Commander.
Jacob's butt.
That's funny.
It's a butt to be touched.
Difficulty is not equal to the mechanic that I was talking about. Like, that's not the same argument at all, and it's really stupid to pretend that it is.
The CG on the new Spider-Man costume is too early, so it's bound to look like shit this early on its first trailer. And someone else asked you what you thought of the costume, blah, blah, blah. I want to answer someone's question from earlier where they said, well, it's the same technology is there, but there's like a lot of politics when it comes into superhero costumes specifically because it's so iconic. Like,
Yeah,
there's
there's
a lot of-
Puritans of like, oh, it has to be how it always was. Or...
Yeah, and just like also like the certain looks of certain materials and what you can get away with, just because like sometimes like once they get like you can't really show zippers on those suits, and it's like sometimes you can only use a certain fabric, and like there's limitations physically as to what you can make a superhero costume look like because it has to look seamless. And then it's like the Superman suit. The way he got into the costume was through the leg hole. Like they had a seam up on the inside of the leg, and once you put it on for like a good 10 hours or something like that. And it's like it's a whole shit show.
Mhm.
But for design wise, it's very complicated sometimes.
Yeah.
That's my 2 bits on superhero
Well,
costume.
that's my story.
That's my story.
Oh. Yep. All right, I'm gonna get another drink. I'll be right back. Would you like anything?
Sure.
Same thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah,
BRB.
oh god, the headphones fell off. Is Merc sleeping in his room? Oh no, has he disappeared?
I don't care about that guy.
Betrayal. Betrayal! Oh. Oh, thank you. I don't think I have a nice voice. I just have a voice. I am Lady Mark, also known as Nickel. Tinks you.
What's stupid about this BioShock argument is that I don't even think I actually even said BioShock is a bad game. I just said I didn't enjoy my playthrough experience. I'm gonna grab the remote for my fan.
Yeah, it's kind of hot. It's very hot in this room, and I'm wearing a sweatshirt dress. Not smart. Oh, I am not Merc's mom. I wish I could be. I wish I could have pushed that beautiful boy out of my vagina. But sadly, I did not.
That's funny.
The wedding is still on, yes, Felix. Does Mark even have a parent? No, he butted off of Adam's wrist.
Yeah, there's no, I don't understand where the argument is. I really just don't. Because I never came at, like, the people that are actually arguing with me
Are they trolling you?
are, well, no, I know, well, they're usernames that I recognize, and
Okay.
so I believe that they're speaking genuinely,
Okay.
but they're arguing against positions that I don't have. Like, they're treating it like I'm saying there is no way to play BioShock in a way that it's an enjoyable
No,
experience.
I agree with you.
Like,
I
I
agree
just-
with you. The
It
default
doesn't even
should
matter whether or not you agree with me. It's just somebody can disagree with me, but also not misrepresent what I'm saying.
Oh, right.
You know, like that's the part of it that bugs me and why I keep coming back to this, is because like if I'm gonna be hated for something, or if somebody's gonna disagree with me, I would like it to be for opinions that I actually have and not opinions that I don't have. I find that to be annoying.
Okay.
But anyway,
Have you seen Over the Garden Wall?
not yet. I will soon.
Eventually. Thanks for the drink. Can't stop, I won't stop. Have you seen the movie Mr. Nobody?
Yep. It's if I do a retrospective guilty pleasures list for the year of 2009, then it'll be on there, but it would not be on my actual list.
Oh,
It is very much a guilty pleasure movie. It is. There's a lot wrong with it, but it's
one of
also
those
not very
things.
original. It's also like very like a few other movies at the same time. Like it's clearly inspired by other things that are better than it. But I still enjoyed it. So
Someone asked before what your favorite score in a video game was. I don't think you answered it.
I don't know. The Halo score is pretty amazing.
Have you seen Wet Hot American Summer?
No, not yet.
I saw the first couple episodes, and because I'd never seen the precursor to this sequel, I didn't get it. I was like, I don't know what these references
Yeah,
are.
it doesn't look like something I'm really interested in. Yes, I saw Amores Perros. It is probably my favorite film of his. Up there with Birdman.
Birdman?
Yeah. Oh.
Probe launched.
Well, no, I mean, again, what your argument would make sense to argue for would be if my argument was about
Probe.
the difficulty settings and not like a core gameplay mechanic,
Probe away.
then you'd have an argument.
Could
But you also have to remember that I'd never once said that the way that you guys are telling me I should have played the game is a bad experience. I never said that, like, the game is bad in every way you could possibly play it. All I'm saying is that the default option I was presented with, regardless of difficulty that I could have possibly been playing it on, the default core gameplay mechanic that I was presented with was stupid, and it was a monkey on a typewriter baby game, and I assumed that most people played it that way. I'd imagine that most of the people arguing against me are probably people that also play it on that way. I don't find any enjoyment out of it. I don't like the idea of playing a game that is a monkey on a typewriter game. It's so stupid. That's all I'm saying. So if the game is not accurately represented, if you feel like it is a misrepresentation of the game to judge it based on its core gameplay mechanics, then just understand that I'm not judging it on anything other than the way I played it. That's all I'm judging. If you want to argue about whether or not the way I played it is something that I was supposed to have enjoyed, then sure.
You are reserves at 50%.
Are you gonna play all the Souls games?
I would like to, but I haven't even beaten the first one.
Does it
So
go Demon Souls, Dark Souls,
Yes.
Bloodborne? Where's Bloodborne?
Well, Bloodborne will... I'm gonna do it by release year, really. So Bloodborne's the newest one right now, and they're gonna have Dark Souls 3. Well, Greenadin... I mean, you're kind of doing the exact same thing. Like, it's literally every time I come back to it, it's because you say something that's misrepresenting my argument. So, I mean, like, you could say that I'm the one that's trying to get the last word, but how are you doing anything different? I won't deny that I'm trying to get the last word, because I'm also trying to clear up the misrepresentations that you keep commenting. When you say something that is not representative of what I'm saying and you're claiming it is, I'm the type of person where I would like to clear that up, because something that would be important for me in my life is to be accurately understood by people, no matter what we're talking about. That's just something that I would prefer to have happen, and I guess I just have to be okay with the fact that, like, you can't be understood by people, and that I should just give up and not give a shit.
Probe launched.
That's all!
Like, you can stop talking about it at any point.
Launching probe.
You have seen The Witch, right? You saw it with Mark the other day?
Sorry?
You saw The Witch recently?
Yes. It was good. It wasn't amazing. It's not the masterpiece that some people are saying it is.
Yeah.
If I judge a film, I'm judging it without giving it special,
Treatment?
yeah, I'm not gonna say, oh, because it was made way back when, then it is objectively better.
Historically accurate. That means it's great.
Well,
No, it just
I mean,
means it's
historical
good.
accuracy implies a period piece. What we're talking about is a film that was made.
Launching probe.
Oh, mate. Sorry.
Yeah, so they're talking about like Citizen Kane.
Oh.
Like if
sorry.
you,
Probe
if
away.
let's say like, I don't know, like I don't believe in giving special privilege to a film with handicaps, and you could say that a handicap could be attributed to you know, when it was
Era,
made.
yeah.
You could say, oh, they had less resources, or it was the first to do this. I like originality. Originality is something
it's
I
the
can give points.
concept that is what
points for.
carries the movie.
But I
like-
don't believe in saying that something was better when you would, like, if you were to judge two movies that came out at completely different time periods,
but
and they both had relatively the same kind of problems, or that they were both relatively the same, but you would say that one's better because it was made like 40 years ago. I don't really do that.
No.
I feel like a movie should stand the test of time, and movies like 2001: A Space Odyssey or Paths of Glory are movies made in like the 50s and 60s that definitely stand the test of time. So I don't. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I don't give things extra credit. In the same way that if you released a movie in theaters and it was a complete piece of shit, and then the selling point was, but it was directed by a 4-year-old, like, it's still a piece of shit. You can say, oh, it was good for a 4-year-old. Oh, you could say, oh, it was good for 1937. But we're not talking about good with exceptions. We're talking about just good, and that's it. You shouldn't have to make exceptions. There shouldn't be qualifiers to what
How
you're
do I
saying. You
lower
know, you
this?
shouldn't just have to keep adding on qualifiers. I think that's stupid.
How do I lower this? It's a little high. I'm just a short baby. Oh, okay. I can do that.
I mean,
You strong man hands fixed it.
is that
My weak. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So also watch out, because these things are really annoying to get back on.
Yay.
All right.
It's too tall for me. I'm just a short little child.
What categories do I think a film should have in order for it to be great? Well, I mean, it's when you judge an art form, most of it would have to be intent.
Yep.
You know, most of it.
Yep.
So I could, like,
Probe launched.
I don't know, because there's a lot of things where it's like, it's what it intended itself to be, but I just don't agree with what it, like, it's not what I wanted it to be.
Probe away.
So sometimes, like, you can't help but have yourself be affected in that way, but I would say most of the time, intent and achievement. So if you look at,
Probe away.
you know, The Revenant was objectively good filmmaking, even if you can't say it was an amazing story. Like, the whole selling point of the movie is the filmmaking, the natural lighting conditions, you know, the refusal to film every scene in front of a green screen.
Launching probe.
You know,
Hey, Adam. First time watching the stream. I really like your work on Game Grumps.
why, thank you. Yeah.
Probe launched.
Have I watched Space Cop? Not yet. I got the Blu-ray.
Probe launched.
When are we
'Cause, I
watching
mean,
Space Cop?
I don't think I'm supporting them on Patreon, so I might as well buy the Blu-ray because I like their shit.
Probe away.
But I heard everybody else I talked to said it was like terrible, so
Awesome.
we'll see. I'll watch it. But I have, so far, my hopes are not very high. And the IMDb rating is, let me just check this right now. Because usually if you have a dedicated internet fan base, and the people who watched your film or whatever you put out are a part of that fan base, if only your fans are seeing it, yeah, 6.4, and you're getting a 6.4, like, that's not a good sign. Like, you'll see like really shitty like Nostalgia Critic or like Linkara, or every time they make like a movie, it's definitely not my thing and it's kind of bad, but those will always have a good rating on IMDb. Or how about even Riley Rewind had like a 7 point something for the I don't know what it is right now, but it's like, yeah, Riley Rewind has a pretty good rating on IMDb. In fact, I'm gonna check that right now because I'm worried that Riley Rewind has a better rating than Space Cop. Let's check it out.
Oh God.
7.3. Space Cop has a 6.4. Ugh.
I don't trust it. Who's rating these things?
But at the same time, I would argue that Ray William Johnson / Anna, what's her face?
Akana.
I would argue that their fans are a lot stupider than Red Letter Media fans and would be less likely to objectively critique what they've made. So,
That's what's
like,
up
it's
with a lot of
definitely like
internet media.
I'm sure what Red Letter Media made is much better than Riley Rewind because you can't get much worse than Riley Rewind. But I feel like they're appealing to a stupider audience.
What about Laser Team, Adam? What about
I would like to
Laser
see
Team?
Laser Team. I was trying to see it, and then like it got sold out, so I need to
Oh,
catch
God.
the online release because it was only playing at one theater for one showing. It was one of those like,
Oh, yeah.
tweet to get it in your theater or whatever things. You know?
Yeah.
Away.
But why would I want to do that? I could be tweeting about dank memes.
Riley Rewind has a better IMDb rating than Red Letter Media's Space Cop.
Why?
That's shit.
Probe away.
Also, it's always weird with like the internet production stuff where they're like, oh my god, they made media on the internet, made a movie. Oh my god, so talented, not like the big Hollywood corporations. Oh, so great. And then it's not great. It's awful. It's worse than the TV movies I've worked
Probe
on.
away.
And those are awful.
Well, yeah, because they're appealing to literally just only fans of
Yep.
themselves and people that will like whatever you create. I would like to create something that's like
Standalone.
stands up to critique from a more objective standpoint that I could release and have it appeal to people that are more than just my YouTube audience.
I
know?
don't think Laser Team is produced by YouTube Red. I thought it was crowdfunded.
I think it was a bit of both.
Both. It's
I
both.
think YouTube Red funded it in some way.
Yeah, because they had a
Although I'm not sure why.
they had
I
a
don't know what that
$1 million
does for them.
budget, I think. And
I don't
that's-
know, but I would like to see it. I'm gonna be at RTX.
Woo!
I might have a panel.
No
I haven't been
way.
approved for it yet.
My buddy Miles works at Bruce 15,
Awesome.
and so does Lindsay.
All right, where do I want to go? So I did that. I'm just gonna get the last of these resources here because I'm fucking OCD, and I know I left a planet with like a little bit
Completely
on it.
untapped. A virgin planet
probably
waiting
not
for
worth it at
Adam's
all.
probes.
The amount that I spent on fuel, it probably wasn't even worth it for me to do this. Pretty sure it was this one. Ah, the sun burned up. What would I do with $1 million budget? I would make
You
something
wouldn't do
really cool.
anything. $1 million is not as much as you
Well, I
think
would make
it is.
something really obviously low budget, but I
Yeah.
would make something cool that would work within a low budget. I was
Yeah.
actually telling
Probe launched.
Mark and my friend Scott a really cool movie idea that I guess a concept that could theoretically be really awesome for a low budget production.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to talk about it here.
No.
Because why the fuck would you describe what you're
Only
working
an
on
idiot
or
would.
what you could be working on in the future?
He is.
Like why would I like trailers already give away too much? Why would I
No.
want to
Probe away.
Smosh the movie was so fucking bad.
Don't talk
Angry
about
Video
that.
Game
Don't
Nerd movie was like I couldn't even finish watching it. That was just embarrassing.
You almost broke your neck. It was turned back so far from cringing.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was god awful.
I want a dunny. Just gonna put
Oh,
that out
yeah.
there. I want a dunny so badly.
There was a free Dunny giveaway.
I know I retweeted it. I want a dunny so bad. They're beautiful. They're gorgeous. They're supple. I want a supple dunny for my own bed.
Research data.
What's a
I'm
dunny?
gonna research your data.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, data, give me cummies. No, that doesn't work. Stop. A dunny is something is a
It's a
felt.
pink man.
Yeah, pink man. Look up H3 Productions dunny. and you'll find out what it is, and you'll want one for
I don't
your
think
own.
I've seen the video that's responsible for that being a thing, but I've seen the product for sale on their website. So I've always just kind of
don't
been like
sell them
mildly
anymore.
curious at this dank meme.
It's because they don't like Jeff Dunham, the puppet master, and so Ela made a dunny, I guess,
Yeah.
and they started selling them a couple years ago, but then stopped selling them, and now they only give them away.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I know. I was pretty heartbroken. I was like, no, I want a dunny. I gotta make my own dunny. A beautiful dunny.
Probe
I'll
launched.
call it a Danny.
You get a dunny! You get a dunny!
Everybody,
Bees!
check under your seat. It's a moist dunny.
Moist.
Yes.
That's the best word.
Oh, look at them. They're
away.
so cute.
Oh my god. I wasn't aware they came in more colors than pink.
Yeah, I guess that's a while ago.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probe
Look
launched.
under your bed. There's a dunny. Ooh, could fit my flashlight into that dunny.
H3H3 Productions is like a really I enjoyed watching that success story. He was subscribed to me since like before he even had like 50,000 subscribers, I think. Like not even, like way back. And I remember because I can view who's subscribed to my channel, and I remember looking through my my who's subscribed to my channel shit and organizing it by subscribers. And at the time, I think that I could see people that still had like around 20,000 subscribers on my
Yeah.
first page or something, or
Yeah.
like first 2 pages. And so I look at this, and also I'm pretty sure he was commenting on some of my older videos.
Aw.
And I remember I looked at his channel, and it was like a lot of the like prank criticism
Yeah.
things and whatnot.
Was that from 2016?
And I looked at the thumbnails, and I looked at the titles of like, oh, prank gun sick or whatever, like I don't know. And I immediately, my first assumption was that it was actually what he was criticizing. I was like, oh, another one of these stupid, like what? Ugh. Like, why are you even watching? And I just like ignored it for the longest time, and then eventually, I don't know what persuaded me to go back to his channel again, but then I was like, oh, this guy's actually pretty funny. And then all of a sudden, his copyright drama happened,
Oh,
and he
yeah,
wound
I
up reaching
remember
out to
that.
me because apparently that's what people do now. Is just come to me for help whenever
Here's
they're
Adam,
experiencing
copyright master
some
of the
copyright
internet.
bullshit. Yeah, and then we started talking from there, and
Aw.
it's been a really I wouldn't pretend like I'm super close friends with him or anything, like
Then what about those
no
tattoos?
false advertising, but
What do the tattoos mean?
it was really cool watching a channel like that get so popular so fast, and watch them go from like struggling with that copyright issue being fucked over to like 5 months later now they're like incredibly successful and have everything in their favor. I really enjoyed watching that play out, because I mean, like, they deserve it.
Probe away.
They do. They have quality work. Also to Freck.
It's Freak. I pronounced it wrong for the longest time.
Freak. Oh, yeah, I see it. What's your name? Adam's a slut. Oh, I don't know. If Adam's a slut, what does that make me? A whore? I don't know. That's all you want to answer.
Yeah, even the username of H3H3 makes it seem like a normal prank channel that's not.
Yeah,
Like,
like they would have the dubstep opening with the letters.
yeah.
And
I like everything that I saw about it was like, this isn't. Why is this person subscribed to me? I've got some really cool subscribers. I'm really happy with the
You're
audience
just
that
so cool,
that
aren't you,
I have.
Adam? You're just so cool with your long hair and your PJs and your mining.
They don't know.
planets.
that I'm in my PJs. I'm ruined.
Ruined. Not like that time you were naked. That was an awkward
Like
time.
5 minutes ago. Yeah.
Ech. Ech.
Launching
At
probe.
least he put on some clothes. It was starting to smell. PJs.
Probe away.
Nickel should be called Femmark. Femmark.
Probe away.
B-Mark. Femma-Ark.
Femkek.
Femkick. I'm a Femcook.
Hey.
Thank
Where
you,
did this
Adam,
go?
for correcting the nasty bimbo lady. I would like to be
Anytime.
Nasty. bimbo.
Any day.
Girl. I'm not a lady. A lady means I'm classy. I'm not classy like that.
One of the videos that H3 did had a part where he was making fun of a brony, and I actually knew that person who was making fun of. It was so funny.
Oh no!
I was like, as soon as I saw him, like, yes. It was so funny. It was the guy that dressed up as Applejack and was like, oh, why do people think we're so weird?
I have no idea. Fly through the sun. Do it for us.
It was so funny.
I'm Ethan Bradbury.
It was in the same video as the Pac-Man guy, and there wasn't that much footage.
yeah.
There wasn't that much footage of
Ponus. The
of
Ponus
the
man.
Brony man.
Probe launched.
He was invited last night, but he didn't come. I don't know.
Aw. I could have met the living legend.
Probe launched.
I'm Ethan Bradbury.
I don't feel like I have to name drop a bunch of YouTube celebrities that I'm friendly with, even though I've done that. But I don't feel like I need to do it just like if it's related to the conversation. I would
He
feel
was
awkward.
he was mansplaining to me about his cool friends.
I would feel weird about doing that just to like make some sort of gloat.
He woke me up the other
know?
night to tell me how good of friends he was with H3, and he rubbed it in my face. Woke me up.
Probe away.
Ethan, that Ethan Bradbury thing kills me every single time.
Would I rather have sex with Tony the Tiger 2 times or have sex with Simba and Scar at the same time? Well, assuming we're talking about adult Simba,
Not the
then I
puppy.
would choose the second option.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Simba and Scar at the same time. I can make it last. Whatever. Fuck it.
Ah,
Launching
yeah,
probe.
exactly. Fuck it. Fuck them.
You can, yeah. What constitutes as one time? You can keep going.
Yeah, one time could be a year, just multiple times
Yeah.
within this
Never
one
get
event.
dressed ever again.
Yeah, exactly.
No breaks.
Oh, there's just tap outs. Oh,
Would I fuck a woman for $1 million? Yes.
yes.
I don't see any reason why I wouldn't, unless there's like other qualifiers on top of that that would make it
But what kind
suddenly
of
less.
woman?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Would you fuck your grandmother? No. She
No.
is also a woman.
No.
She is a grand. Well, one time means you can never pull out.
that's not true.
No.
You're still having sex
no.
one. If you pull out and
Probe
stick it
away.
in a different hole, you're still having sex once. You're not gonna say like, oh, I fucked this girl 50 times just because you switched around a lot.
Launching probe.
That's a stupid thing to say.
That's exaggeration. Just like my prom.
Launching probe.
I'm space probing because Mark's not here, and I don't want to do anything super story important when he's not here. Because
Yeah.
half of the reason why I was playing this game in the first place was because he hasn't seen it. So I'm not gonna do anything like important story-wise. I'm gonna do some of the DLC shit and some of the shit that doesn't really matter whether or not he's here, sort of
Launching
thing.
probe.
Oh,
Someone said earlier about I saw Leafy said he wanted to talk to you on Twitter. What did he want? None of your goddamn business. Go on.
yeah. If somebody sends me a private message on Twitter, I'm gonna assume that I'm not supposed to publicly talk about it, even though I don't think it would really matter. So I'm just gonna, out of principle, not talk about it.
Do you like your women buff?
I don't like women.
They're saying under the premise of would you fuck a woman for $1 million? They're trying to say
Well, that would be. I wouldn't mind like a lady man.
ooh.
I mean, like
Oh.
a bodybuilder dude with like stubbly beard who happened to have a vagina. That would still be a woman, right? If we're going under that definition, then I wouldn't mind. Like, it's okay.
Do you,
Like, I'm still a bottom, but I mean,
Launching probe.
wouldn't.
freak depends on the chicken nuggets that you got. Are they dinosaur shaped? Then maybe.
Yeah, I was thinking about playing The Witness, just because of Mark not being here.
Why not?
Yeah, I just want to probe the
Probe the delicate little
Proby man shepherd.
Serenus.
Probe.
Serenus.
Would I fuck trans? If we're talking about $10 million, there's not that much that I wouldn't do
No,
for
it's just
$10
$1
million.
million.
So there's no point even asking, especially if it's something so
Bye-bye.
innocent of just, oh, what I fuck blank gender. Like, you already know the answer. There's no point asking.
It's $1 million. He'd fuck anything for $1 million. Almost anything. Bury Ethan Brand. Commander Shepard can't save the planet unless America's there. Very true.
All right. So I'll do that Firewalker thing after, and I guess I'll just save and start witnessing some things. All right. What if a trans woman fucked you? I don't know. What if? What is that? What are you
there
asking?
There are many ifs in this world.